Hello and welcome to the quick introduction of the combat system. I will go through things pretty quickly, so bear with me. This is a little system that allows you to use animation data and actually create most of your moves and entire combos from the inspector. So let's take a look at it. This is the script that we are looking at, the move list script, to specify properties for our moves. First you have to do not touch. Here you specify a few things to make the rest of the system work, such as the hitboxes that we're going to use as our offensive colliders to check whether we hit the opponent, and you put in the animator here. You can simply add new moves within the inspector, but currently we're going to just look at the first move and see what it does. Here you put in the move name. From this point forward, the system will actually refer to its move name for further references. So if you look at the move, it actually has a few properties. You have an animation speed for testing purposes. You can specify the initial key that it's binded to. Holdable currently is not implemented, but it contains hits. So if we just look at a simple hit for now, the moves are actually based on fighting game moves. So you have a startup, an active window, and recovery. During the active window, that's when all the colliders that we actually click on here, those colliders will be active during the active frames, and it waits for its own little time slot, so to speak. So it waits for a couple of frames, then it's active, and now we can hit our opponent with all these hitboxes. We can specify the amount of damage that we're doing here. We can give an additional property such as knockback, suction, hit stun, and knockup. So the hit stun, well, that speaks for itself, I imagine. The knockup is also kind of obvious, but the knockup currently is its own separate parallel thing, so it doesn't actually go in sync with the knockback or suction. You have to actually mathematically sync that up yourself. The knockback and suction, however, also have additional properties such as the direction that you hit them in or suck them in. I can knock back in the direction that my character is facing, or away from my character, or away from where I hit it, and some similar options with the actual suction. Finally, I can set in distance and time. When I hit the golem just now, it flew away really far, so let's just change the distance and see later on at the end of this video what this little change does. Additionally, this is a single hit. A move can consist out of as many hits as you want, and you can specify all this data for each single hit. So this makes it so you can make moves a little bit more interesting than just simply a hit with an effect, you know. Finally, to finish the move, you have the input window that you can specify as well. And notice that this is input window 1, so we can specify multiple input windows. What these do is they will, if you're executing a move already, so you're in a move right now, you have the option to cancel into a different move depending on the data that you put into the input window. So during the neglection window, it will actually eat your next inputs. It won't even do anything with them. Now, if you have a buffer window, it will actually store the last input that you pressed. Then you have the cancel window, and during the cancel window, it will check if you put a new input in during the cancel window, it will check whether your current move can cancel into the next move, and then cancel if it meets the requirements. So that means the buffer window or the input done in the buffer will always be executed on frame 1 of the cancel window. We can specify these moves you can cancel into here and add as many as we want. Oh, that was the wrong button. Add new cancelable move here. So currently we can cancel our first move into the move called upswing, which has its own little button, which might be the right mouse click, I believe. So that means that we can now go like left mouse click, right mouse click, and it will buffer it for us, and then the moves will come out. Then we have one more additional option, which is the chain. And a chain is pretty much a cancelable move. However, it ignores the input of the next move, and it requires the same input as the move that we're currently using. So it requires the same input as the first one in the chain. So now we can use an upswing simply by pressing the move of this, or the button of this move again, which is left mouse click. Let's see that in action right now. We changed the data of the knockback, so the golem shouldn't fly as far away anymore. And now we should be able to do a little chain into the same move, and it will be a true combo. So let's see. if the golem wants to work with me. Hello golem. And now you can see it doesn't fly away anymore, and you can simply chain it. There are some more moves in here. The data is a little bit finicky, but most of it works. It just doesn't look that pretty. Thank you for watching.